is about your environment variables. What is this environment variables, and how is that so very important? So let me talk about environment variables, which is an OS concept. Okay, it's an OS concept. Now, to avoid hard coded paths, we use environment variables. Now, what are hard coded paths? We are forcefully defining in which drive an application should be installed. That is called hard coded path. Now, the idea here is, guys, not every time an operating system will be installed in the C drive. It could be sometimes installed in D drive or E drive. You don't know, right? It's a global. Even though if it's a minor possibility, it's still possible. So when a vendor prepares his MSI, or when a repackager like us prepares an MSI, we don't want any file to be pointing to only C drive or E drive or D drive. We want the file to be flexible enough to identify the OS drive or where the operating system is installed, and then copy the files. Okay. So for that, what we do is we define environment variables, which will help us in achieving this scenario. Now let's identify how to get environment variables. Okay. Now open my command prompt. Now here I have a command called set A. Now when I put the command set, it is basically showing me all the environment variables, okay, that is starting with the alphabet A. Like this, what I'm going to do now, we're going to list all the environment variables till the list Z. Okay. Then I'm going to do set B, set C, set D, set E, set F, G, H, set I, set K, set L, set M, set n, set o, set p, set q, set r, set s, t, I think set q, v, w, x, y. You have your environment variables defined here: a, b, c, d, f, g, h, I, j, k, l, m, n, o, p, q, r, s, t, u, v, w, x, y, z. Now, all the environment variables in your production or in your computer, you have got that. Now observe this. How will I leverage this information? Okay, for my convenience. Let me open a run command.
Sir, it will show the system variable or user variable or both.
It will show both.
Both.
Both. Both. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good question. Now, where can I see all of these defined variables? Is if I go to my right click properties. Advanced system settings. Environment variables. See, this is the system variable. That is, it is common for all the people who have logged into this computer. User variable. This is basically specific to the current user who is logged into the computer. Okay. Now I think you should be able to see. You can see the users here. Yeah, you can see app data. This is a user variable. You can see users packager app data. Okay. Now what we will do, if I open my run command, now observe this. I'm going to use this all users profile percentage all users profile percentage. Did I put C program data there? No, right? I put percentage all users profile percentage. But what got opened? What got opened, guys? C program data got opened. Isn't it?
Yes.
Now, the same location, I'm going to put percentage, app data percentage. Now, this should resolve this path C users packager app data roaming. Now, how is this helping us in our MSI creation? That should be a question, right? Now you're showing me environment variables and all those things. Now imagine your OS is installed in D drive. Instead of C:/users, you will be resolving the path D:/users. But in your MSI, by mistake, you had kept the C:/. When your app tries to install, it will try to look for this path, which will not be, which is not available. Then your application will start failing. Okay, so as a best practice, all of the hard-coded paths should be replaced with environment variables. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's go ahead and create our own environment variable. So how do we do that? Let me come to my Siri, create a folder called temp. Oh, one machine, guys. My machine is kind of stuck. Let me close some resources. Okay. Now let's go ahead and create our own environment variable. Come on. Let me go to create. Let me create a folder structure. Now I have created a folder here. Okay, a folder structure. What I will do, I will go to my environment variable. I have environment variable here. Here, let me define a path. Percentage Rizwa alam percentage browse directory. Let me click on OK. Okay. Now observe this. Now, what has happened is we have created our own. We have created our own uh, environment variable. Now, what I will do, I'll go to run command. Okay. In the run command, if I give percentage res alam percentage. Oh, what did I define? I even forgot what I defined. Yep. Yeah, I made a mistake of giving percentage here. Now if I click on OK, see, was able to open the folder structure. Now, how will you? Okay, you have told me about doing all these things in the operating system. Now, how will I define this? How will I define this in my MSI? The question should be, how will I add this into my MSI? Very, very easy, guys. Open your command prompt. Pick up the environment variable from using the command set, like set A or something like that, or set B or something like this. Now, what you can do, open your MSI. Now here, if I come to directed data, if I come to directory table, whatever you see here that is defined are all your environment variable, including your general information. This program file 64 is also an environment variable. Okay, that is already defined. If you come to files and folders, if you right click, show predefined folders, these are all your environment variables. Okay, so you can declare your environment variables based on your folder structure. In this, say, if you have C:/ of something, then you can give, say, set as. So if you want it to go to system drive, and then you can define the slash. So it should be like this. Okay, copy slash files. This should be inside the directory parent will be. If there's no parent, you leave it, or if it is there, then give install directory. Oh, sorry. Like this, you can define directory parent or the default directory, whatever it is. Okay, this is one of the ways that you can do it. Okay, normally, okay, we try to check if there is any hard-coded parts, and then we define those hard-coded parts. Any questions on the environment variables, guys?
Usually we don't need to create an environment variable. The installer will create automatically, or
It
how
will
does it
create it
work?
automatically. in case when you do capture applications, that is when you're trying to convert an EXE to an MSI, at that time you have to keep an eye for it. Even today's is quite smarter. So install should automatically create it. Okay. But it's my duty to tell you you're able to create it or not. At least if in case by chance you find it, now you know how to resolve the problem.
Or if it is not creating it, and then we can add the command down here to create a variable.
You cannot add any comments or anything here. You cannot add anything. You have to directly solve it. This is a development tool. No
Okay,
comment.
program folder means it's and okay, where it
These
is.
are all predefined environment variables that you have. You can here see it here. So it is always good to keep an eye. So how will I find out if there is an environment variable is I'll put control F. You cannot keep on searching, no. So I'll give control F. See colon slash. If there's a hard coded path, there will be colon slash, no. I will actually search. And I'll see if there's any environment variable and where it is. First thing I'll see. It is in a notepad or anything related, then I will not touch it. If it is any other file, then I will touch it.
If there is none, that means the application packaging error or something.
Come again.
So if there is none, like no environmental
If
variable
there
is
is
made.
none, you need not worry about it. It's good. If there is any hard-coded parts, then you have to remove it and replace it with the environment. Okay. If there is none, it is good for us. Got it?
No, didn't get it.
Come again.
Usually the MSI installer doesn't come with the environment variable. Or
No. See, what are we trying to do here is you are creating an MSI. Imagine a scenario, you're creating a fresh MSI, okay? Brand new, fresh MSI. While creating an MSI, if you put C colon slash anywhere within the directory table or something, then when you install this MSI, it will look for this particular C drive. What if that particular computer which you are installing does not even have a C drive? You will be not installing the same computer, you will be installing some other computer in the organization.
okay.
What if your OS is in some other drive? If your OS is in some other drive, then it will be this C program files or common program files. Instead of C colon slash here, it will be D colon slash. Automatically, it will define. So now, if I click on run and percentage app data percentage, this is directly going to my C users packager app data roaming. If the particular OS was installed in D drive, it would have directly gone to D colon slash users packager app data roaming. You're getting the point. So this is to keep it drive neutral. We introduced environment variable.
Okay, if there is none, that means it's generally automatically detect where to go.
Yes.
If there is something, and then it will only look for that path.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
That path is called hard-coded path.
Okay.
You're hard coding where that particular file has to go. Okay. But in the production, it will normally be C drive, so don't worry about it. So I've never worked on a project where it is not a C drive. It's always been a C drive. Okay. So, but you don't know, right? You know, I did not face the issue does not mean that you will not face it. So, but you should know this concept. Okay. Now let me do one thing. What I want you to do now, okay? I want a volunteer Who wants to take control and create a environment variable? Romana or Menaka? This one, who wants to do it? Okay. Today, this week, let me give it to Menaka. Let her do it.
Sure.
Give keyboard and mouse control. Wait a minute, ma. Let it come up. Okay. Now, what I wanted to do is, I wanted to create an environment variable under with your name. Okay. So go to, yeah. Go to this PC.
Do we need to create a folder or no?
Create a folder. Create a folder.
Do we need temp Manaka or temp is the normal
This
init
builder
folder?
manager create some more folders.
Mm. I'm creating a user variable. Is that okay or?
I create user. Create user. We normally in production also we create user variables. Click OK.
All user or?
No, what did you give? What did you give as your environment variable? I did not see that. Did you give your name?
Yeah.
See, you got your environment variables defined. Got that?
Yeah, got it.
Yes. Now let's have a small recap of what we have done till today. Okay. Okay, just to have a conclusion. First thing is we saw what is a tool that we use. We use something called as install shield. Inside that we use install shield designer to create the MSIs. After seeing that, we saw the architecture of the MSI. When I say architecture of an MSI is made up of features, sub-features, and components. So in this, which I want to tell you is, if I come out, I wanted to tell you when I say an MSI architecture, you have made up of features, sub-features, and components. Now, what are this MSI commonly called? It's called a product, right? So a product is made up of features, components, and respective files and registry keys. Okay. So you can also answer like this. What is an MSI made up of? You can say an MSI is nothing but a product which is made up of features and components. Now, what is a feature made up of? A feature is made up of sub-features and components. What is a component made up of? A component is made up of files and registry keys. So we had seen that visually within the install shield. Now, then we came and saw what is the difference between the packager and repackager. A packager is a person who takes the binary files or developmental codes and creates an MSI. A repackager is a person who actually takes the developed MSI or the exe and reconfigures it as per the company requirements. Now, there are a few component codes which have to, or the component rules that you have to remember while creating your own component. No two components should have the same GUID, point number one. If they have the same GUID, then their files, registry keys, everything should be the same. Every component should have a key path. And user specific and machine specific registry keys or files should not be in the same component. So user and the machine specific should not be in the same component. Then slowly we came across environment variables, which is a solution to resolve hard-coded parts problem that you will be facing while capturing an application. Okay, that means we should not make any MSI restrictively to be installed in a specific drive letter. So our MSI should be designed in a way that it could be installed in both C drive, D drive, E drive in any format. Okay, so that if at all, if any client computer is having an operating system in D drive, it's still installed successfully rather than failing. Clear with the concepts, guys? In the next class, what I'm going to teach you guys is I'm going to teach you The difference between 32-bit and 64-bit OS, and when an application gets installed, how does a 32-bit and 64-bit apps behave? Okay, we are going to see that because you will be having both 32-bit and 64-bit. We don't know, right? How will it behave? That one we will be seeing in the next class. Along with that, okay, I will also teach you about a tool called install right. Okay, this particular install right tool is actually part of your tech review process that you will do. Okay, you will learn about install right. Okay, how does install right work? Okay, and after that, the coming class after that is I will make you guys to create your own MSI right from scratch to make sure you are comfortable in understanding what all goes into creating an MSI. Okay, so and then later we will go into concepts one by one, one by one, one by one. Okay, so once you're comfortable, once that ice breaks of creating your own MSI, then it will make your life easier. Okay, so this is what is planned for coming class. Okay, yes. So that's it for today. Thank you guys. Bye bye.